You're watching Terry Brewer, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
We're glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lynn Brooks. Terry Brewer is on assignment for us. Our top story tonight, mine safety. In the 10 years since the Brookwood miners died, we're going to look at what's been changed to protect workers from a similar tragedy. More now in tonight's top story. On September 23rd, 2001, 13 miners inside Jim Walter Mine Number 5 were killed when methane gas ignited, causing an explosion. After that, some miners were trapped and died while they were trying to save others. In the decades since that tragedy, what have officials done to improve safety? We talked with Thomas Wilson with United Mine Workers Association, who told us some of the main improvements are increased ventilation and an increase in rock dust. That's a product that cuts the chances of explosions. Wilson also says in the aftermath of the 2001 disaster, an increase in inspectors helped with keeping miners alive.
10 years ago, when on September 23rd, there was, I think, 2 state inspection personnel. Following that, the state raised that number dramatically, increasing the exposure of inspections, the frequency of inspections. So that variable has definitely contributed to safer coal mines.
The city of Tuscaloosa is hosting a memorial tomorrow in honor of the 13 miners and their families. That program will be at the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater. The gates open at 4 p.m. The service starts at 5. You can watch WVUA News all this week for special coverage as we remember the lives lost in Mine Number 5 1 decade ago. During that time, the entire community came together at Brookwood High School for a memorial to honor those who were lost in the tragic explosion and their families. We look back now at September 27th, 2001.
A close-knit community became even closer tonight. More than 1,000 gathered at the Brookwood High School football stadium to honor 13 men. To many, these men are heroes.
My dad works out there at the mines, and of course he's here tonight. I know probably half the people that's here, raised up around me.
I'm a fellow coal miner. I'm in the union too, and I just wanted to, come and show my regret for the guys that died.
Governor Don Siegelman told the crowd, "My heart bleeds for the children whose daddies won't be coming home," and unfortunately that is a sad reality for many.
I'm out here for my brother-in-law, Joe Riggs, who's still underground. I come out here with my sister and his only daughter and trying to help him through this.
For families who make a living in the mines, this is a reminder of the dangerous duty.
I got an injured finger right now on kind of it. It's dangerous down there. It's hard, dangerous work.
I lost 12 other good friends I worked with in these mines, and I know what they go through.
Several high-ranking officials were on hand that night, including former U.S. Labor Secretary Elaine Chao. Again, we've been looking back at the Brookwood mining tragedy. That report from September 27th, 2001. Well, this Saturday is a huge weekend at the Capstone. You're looking live right now at Bryant-Denny Stadium from our WVUA tower camera. This is where the Crimson Tide is slated to kick off SEC play against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Kickoff set for 2:30 p.m. on CBS. Gina Johnson with UA Gameday Operations says huge crowds are expected this weekend, and some fans are not waiting to game day to stake out their spots. Crimson Tide fans and Razorback fans have already started coming into T-Town. Some told us they just can't wait for the big game.
You know what I hope the outcome's going to be, but if we whoop up on Arkansas pretty good, we're going to be good this year.
We just like following the Razorbacks and having a good time, enjoy football, good college football game, and festivities that go around it.
It's going to be a big game this week, and the Arkansas fans travel with their team, and so we're seeing a lot of Razorbacks already in town.
Lots of ways you can get game day information. You can get up-to-the-minute traffic Parking and weather information at the UA Gameday Facebook page. You can also follow UA Gameday on Twitter. And for your smartphone, there's a UA Gameday mobile website to get information at your fingertips. Also, for more game day changes, for more on game day changes, go to our website, WVUATV.com. Click numbers and links and look under sports. Also, don't forget to join us this Saturday for Crimson Tide Kickoff presented by Alpha Insurance. Gary Harris and John Huddleston will have previews for all the big SEC games, plus live interviews and special reports. Crimson Tide Kickoff starts 8 a.m. Saturday morning only right here on your home team station, WVUA-TV. On your Crime Watch, 4 people arrested in connection with meth in Tuscaloosa County. Officials say the bust came as a result of information from a traffic stop. It happened last night at a home on the 5000 block of Keens Mill Road. According to authorities, William Harless, Daniel Wright, Philip Wright, and Francis Epig were arrested. They're charged now with trafficking methamphetamine, unlawful manufacturing of a controlled substance, also possession of drug paraphernalia. Deputies found a 1-pot meth lab, meth, and marijuana. Epig also faces an additional charge of possession of marijuana. The West Alabama Narcotics Task Force assisted in the arrests, and they're now handling this case. Tonight, the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office is hosting an open house for the new McCalla substation. That's at 21689 Youngblood Parkway. That open house starting tonight at 5:30. Then at 6 p.m., Sheriff Ted Sexton hosting a community meeting. That's at Lakeview Elementary, right beside the new substation. An Alabama school district is doing away with a long-standing tradition. Prayers before every home football game at Arab High School are no more. Reporter Vinton Blandon shows us why.
The Freedom from Religion Foundation prompted the change. The Wisconsin-based organization sent a letter to Arab City Schools on behalf of an Arab City school parent. The letter stated the anonymous parent objected to the pregame prayers.
We don't know who has been offended. We apologize if we offended anyone. We were just trying to have Friday nights the way our community felt was best and live our life in our community the way we choose to live our life.
Arab City Schools Superintendent Mullen started the game day prayers 10 years ago. He says 2 Arab High School students at the time requested the public prayer.
It's clear that what we've been doing is not in compliance with the Constitution, and we're going to cease doing what we've been doing.
All Arab High School football games will now begin with a moment of silence.
I totally am in favor of prayer, but I understand the situation, and I'm behind Dr. Mullins 100%.
Arab High School student Marshall Cater wants the prayers back.
They don't make us bow our heads and stop everything we're doing and pray. If you don't want to pray, if you don't want to join in with it, you don't have to. Nobody's forcing anybody.
The law is forcing the change, but the superintendent is okay with it. He says his job is to focus on educating children.
And we're not going to consume our energy, time, and financial resources fighting a legal battle that may or may not be winnable at this time.
Several people in the Arab community say they do plan to stand and say the Lord's Prayer at the start of each Arab football game.